Pioneer.
Yo, what's going on guys? EJ here, bringing another Lord of the Rings Rise to War video. Today guys, I'm playing on the 2.0 engine test as well as the whole marching system. Today I'm going to be talking and showing all of the marching system changes in that. There's quite a couple of interesting changes here, one that completely shocked me. So we're going to start off by showing a couple of things. I noticed that someone's starting to march towards my base. So I might be able to do something in a minute, which shows you, which will be very interesting. He's going to be coming across there in 4 minutes, so we've got enough time to do a few things in this video before he comes across. Let's march out, and we'll go to Éomer like so, and we'll get them to march out. And as you can see how there's like a bend, and it stops at this little bend here, so it's already made like a pit stop. So once I get to this section here, I'm going to show you what happens when I click the stop button. So once we know we're about to get to that area, we'll press it. We'll just take a second. Alright, so we're about at that area. I don't know, let's say about now. Click stop. And as you can see, they stop on that tile wherever the point is closest. So that's really cool. So you can stop during your march, but only with normal. I don't think it works with the eagles. Now, I want to show you with this guy marching here. So see how he's marching now. So if I go to here, right, and just march out like such, and go to his tile just here, for example. So let's just get Éomer to just go over here. So as you can see, we're not going to the exact tile where he's going, but you will see that I will intercept him. Okay, so as you're about to see in a minute, one of his armies are going to pass over my tile, and I will intercept him. See how it's intercepting now? So it is splitting up his armies, and they are getting intercepted and going around, which is going to bounce. Alright, so I'm going to be testing to see if I can intercept him when he's about to get there. So I've got to get there and immediately go into guard mode. So we're going to see exactly what happens. Hopefully I can get there in time. Okay, so yes, okay, I did get into the battle that time. So I did intercept the army. Okay, so as you can see, I did intercept his army. So you have to actually attack the active line. And if you attack the active line before he crosses you, or like before you actually take the tile, you're going to attack him. So you need to pretty much like time it. So it is a little bit of timing in there, but as you can see, that's kind of how the intercepting section works. So you can if you already take the tile, it blocks them and bounces them around, which I'll show you more with the tiles in a moment because it's very interesting. But as you can see, there is an intercepting section there. Alright, next guys, I'm going to show you another part of the marching feature. So I want to go over to this other island that is across rivers. Now, if I want to get fast over here, it is now more realistic. So, for example, if I get my eagles, which I think, were they on Aragon? As you can see, the line is like before, and you can see like the little eagle shape, and it's direct. So it's like a normal march, and they are going to go complete direct. So it looks like with the eagles, you can't actually stop on the way or send you all the way back. But you can travel super fast and go across like such. There is a little bit of timing problems like that. So as you would have seen, it just flew over there super fast. But you get an idea of how it marches and goes across very quickly. So that is very interesting. But if I want to send another commander over there, I'll just get a commander set up real quick, and I'll show you what happens if I send a normal army over there, because my Éomer is currently dead at the moment. Alright, so as you can see, if I want to march over to here, using my Éowyn, we're going to do it like such. So as you can see, it doesn't go directly over now. So, as you can see, if you follow this path, it is now going to follow the actual more logic way normally if you're marching with troops. So it's going to go up, around, through the crossings. So this is going to increase march time, but makes a more realistic point. So as you can see, at these points, you will be able to stop at these turn points, which gives you an option to stop. If there's someone's going to try intercept you on that battle line, this is what those stopping points are about. And yeah, another thing as well, as you've noticed, I don't need to have adjoining tiles. I can now march anywhere pretty much that I want. So, like, for example, if I just click right here, for example, I could march straight to there, over there with my Aragon and Eagles, like so. We'll just go straight across there like such, and I can march or fly wherever. I don't have to be adjoining. Now, this will be 20 stamina points if you are within fort range. If you want to march with outside of your fort range, I'll show you what will happen. It is going to let me use it because it is in the area. But if I go out just a little bit further with Dane, to show you with the normal troop, because I was showing you with the Eagles before, and we want to go over to this area like this, we go to March, and then we click on this. So as you can see now, it will let us do the march, but it will cost 60 stamina. Okay guys, now I'm going to show you what happens when you attack an enemy tile in the game now, in the new marching system match. So we're going to use my proper fighting army here of Dane, and march him across, and you're going to see what happens when you attack this tile. Now this is when I first found this out the other day. I was actually completely in shock. Another thing I'll just talk about is this new temporary friendship agreement. I got 22 hours. I can't leave my Greater Gondor realm section. As you can see here, we cannot actually leave this area until that's up, because we cannot actually attack the other people and attack this crossing. So that's a problem. But as you can see, we're going to go to that tile like such, and you can see we now attacked it. But as you can see, it doesn't turn green straight away. It does a thing now called occupying. So it is going to take you 5 minutes to occupy this tile. Now, as in this time, the enemy can send troops and will automatically attack the defending army on it. Thing that just happened, I actually just missed out on recording it. So I went to this tile and I put my Dane on there, and his armies are like next to me, right? So they're on the tile there. You can see a little bit of a visual glitch. And I went into guard mode, and it just auto started attacking all of his armies, which is quite very interesting. It looks like he had all siege, which is ouch kind of thing. But I just, yeah, so that was very strange. So the guard system, there must be a change to that as well, because I was just on a tunnel tile and he wasn't like physically attacking it, and I pressed guard and it automatically just started. So let's just do a test. I'm just going to send it. Right, so I'm just bringing my Aomir over here, and we're going to see if I can actually get it on video now just to show you. I don't want to kill all these armies and stuff like that, because I honestly didn't mean to do that, because I had a quite very strong army there, and it's quite strong, and it wiped out quite a fair bit of his siege. Now he's just trying to siege this tunnel, and I don't want to ruin his testing and game experience. So yeah, I've just sent Aomir with basically no troops. Now that I know this actually happens, that it just automatically attacks an enemy tile if it's next to, I don't know if it's because if it's near a tunnel or a tile or what. So we're on there. If I go to defend, as you can see, it automatically starts fighting, which is really strange. So as you can see, I just go in. I lost, of course, the battle. It looks like I killed whatever the first thing on there. It was like no troops, but it automatically gets into a battle on the tunnel, which is very interesting. But anyway guys, I think that's about enough for the marching system at the moment. If I come across anything majorly huge or anything more groundbreaking that I find, I'll let you guys know. So until then guys, peace out, EJ's out, and I'll catch you guys later. See yous. Thousands of the EJU.